It seems like scoring 50 points in an NBA game is getting kinda commonplace, with 5 players doing it in March alone. But when you get to 60 points, well, that's even more special. And when Karl-Anthony Towns entered the AT&T Center in San Antonio to go up against the 21st ranked defense, he must have known something was up. Certainly not his man's hands, as he torched and tortured Pop's guys all night long while taking them to Towns. There were 3 main ways Towns was able to get his buckets last night: as the trail, in isolation, and as the ball screener. Every team runs the same type of offense, where the point guard pushes the ball to the wing and hits the big man at the top of the key trailing the play. Most big man defenders collapse to the paint instinctively, and it consistently gives Towns 10 feet of space on the catch. The attack on the catch doesn't get him a great angle, and the skill needed to go to his right, twist in the air to get alignment, deal with the good contest, and hit this almost at the top of the backboard before oh so softly dropping it in is off the charts. Another catch with 10 feet of space allows Towns to get going downhill and not meeting resistance to the top of the key. Pirtle gets a little too aggressive with the lower body, and Cat gets free throws. The Spurs give Zach Collins a try, and this time Towns adds a little shot fake. Collins doesn't bite, but it's a foot race at this point. The second Towns gets his right foot this far below Collins' right foot, it's over. Look how Pirtle gets entranced by the ball, turning his body to face the sideline as Cat pulls up from the backcourt. Not only does he have 10 feet of space, but a clear runway straight down the lane. Why they guarded him like this, I have no idea. Another trail opportunity, and this time Beverly's man sinks down to double off his man 1 pass away. It doesn't matter as Cat muscles this one up and at the rim for more free throws. You can see Collins dropping into help coverage on Russell with Devin Vassell in an extreme position to force him baseline. Russell doesn't even have to get to the 3-point line before centering the pass back to Cat, who finds over 12 feet of space to attack on the catch. They rotate 2 more little guys over, but he's too good to be giving that kind of cushion to on the catch. Okay, so Collins says, I'm going to make sure he doesn't drive anymore from that position. Cat has an argument for best shooting big man of all time, and he's so open, it's like he's back in the 3-point contest with that set shot of his. This isn't a replay. A few minutes later in the third, Collins gives him 10 feet of space in the catch, and he catapults this one in too. With 57 points and the game sewed up, he runs that same trail position, and though this turns into an ISO more than a trail, it lets us know that it probably didn't matter what the heck Collins tried to do on defense when he's feeling it like this. But let's talk about his ISOs, since you can't get to 60 without making something on your own. The Wolves run a lot of 21 series, which means plenty of elbow action through Towns. If Beverly doesn't hand this off to Edwards, it goes to Cat in the high post, and he just faces Pirtle up, shows him a few ball fakes, and because of the drive threat, he gets about 6 feet of cushion. While this is a 2-motion shot, he doesn't jump, so it does get off quick and drops into the hoop. This time, Cat brings the ball up himself, sensing he's about to do something special tonight. Pirtle is flat-footed in his stance with no hope of being quick enough to keep Towns out of the lane. There's a definite foul here the refs don't call, but it allows Cat to snatch the ball while splitting his feet. The right foot is forward, and this aggressive foot plant makes it seem like he continued going to his right. Pirtle shifts that way, and Towns executes a beautiful left foot turn into the half hook. This was supposed to be a post-up, but Towns has always been willing to relieve pressure by floating out to the perimeter and facing up instead. Watch how the first shot fake gets Collins to lift up, but he recovers, is trying to force baseline, and with almost no room to work with, check how Cat quick dribbles into a jab step. This causes Collins to plant the right foot twice in a row, and with a left-right step back, Towns has got 6 feet of space on the arm swing up, plenty of room to be considered an open shot, and Towns splashes it. You can see how the Spurs want to force the ball handler away from the inside ball screen, but it requires Cat's man to be off of him in a drop position. Immediately on the catch, he's attacking the closeout, never giving Collins a chance to recover. And he does that same left dribble, right jab step, left-right, almost no jump on the shot, and going to his left, he's got natural alignment to the hoop to keep this one absolutely straight. On this keep, Towns knows he can do whatever he wants with Collins, starting with a skid dribble into cross-cross, lifting both feet in the air and using the inside foot to propel him forward. Now, watch how he catches Collins out of position using a quick jump with the off foot, enabling the layup. The next action he utilized a lot is as ball screener, and when the Spurs ice this pick and roll, it leads to a catch with 15 feet of space. The shot fake gets Poeltl turned sideways, opening up a direct line drive to the hoop. From that position, there's nothing you can do to stop the dunk. The screen rescreen finds Poeltl dropping to contain the ball, with Murray stuck behind Towns. Most coaches would tell Towns to pivot on his left foot and open to the ball to seal, but doing it the opposite way works just as well, and making this catch on the run means no one can get in his way fast enough to stop another dunk. Here's pistol action across the top as they run a handoff into a ball screen to the left wing. There was absolutely no need to jump the ball with two defenders. Poeltl was in good position by himself. Murray should have rotated to Cat since the ball is the most important thing, and it's another three-point contest shot. Someone put the rack out there. When you allow the ball screen to be used to the middle of the floor with an empty corner on that side, there is simply very little hope to stop this unless you can deflect the pass. Poeltl gets there just in time to foul with the body. By going underneath the screen, it allows the Spurs to contain that inside ball screen, but it turns into a pinch post catch. One dribble away from the rim, and Collins simply can't move quickly enough to stop the middle penetration. Despite three defenders being in position to help, none of them do, and he gets the easy lefty finger roll. We did get more of a proper post-up in the third, and I love how he lifts both feet to face up before splitting his feet to explode baseline immediately on the catch. The floating teardrop displays all sorts of advanced level touch. And one rule you should have with baseline out of bounds defense is never give up a layup. Why Collins pulls himself 3 steps above the three-point line, I have no idea, and it allows Cat to split and explode right by him for the easy pass, easy shot. I have no doubt we'll continue to see huge point explosions down the stretch of this season, and from the usual suspects, as teams jockey for playoff seeding. So it's not whether we'll see another 50-point game, or a 60-point game even. The question is, will we get to 70? After all, Cat had 56 at the end of 3 quarters, and there are a lot more bad defensive teams out there waiting.